He'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
15.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Bills' 20-yard line.
Hey, 57. Right side.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Rasul Douglas.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Once again, it's Cook. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. They'll go play action here with Allen. That one's complete. It's Ray Davis. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. Throwing again, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. Open man, right side. He's got it. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
Got his man at the 6. And he's into the end zone. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Pass's kick is good. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Yellow. Right side.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Right side.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Yellow, yellow. Right side.
Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. He's to the 15. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. From the gun, Josh Allen. Open man downfield, it's Kincaid. Into space. And he will go all the way. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Buffalo. Make it 2 touchdowns in the very first quarter of play. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
Hardman now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Yellow. Right side.
Here's Mahomes. And this ball batted away and incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Third and short. Here's Patrick. He'll try and get there on the ground. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up. There's nowhere to go with the ball. And next thing you...
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Taylor Rapp. And the Bills have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position. jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
So after one, 14-7 is our score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Allen. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Allen. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. That's on the veteran Deion Dawkins. Josh Allen on the bootleg. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. 3rd down coming up.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
To throw again, it's Allen. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
On play action, Allen. He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll run with Cook. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll try it now with Cook. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run it here. It's Samaje Perine. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Mahomes. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. They've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least 1 first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
Now he's loose at the 40. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 94 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This one taken at the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. First and 10. Throwing is Allen. Now he takes off.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Allen to throw. This one downfield for Kincaid. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Allen on third down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's to Kincaid once again. And he will score again. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Oh, yeah. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Yellow. Hey, color.
Mahomes on first down. Open man downfield. It is Hopkins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Yellow. Hey, Sunday.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're...
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Rasul Douglas.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
On first down, it's Allen. That's complete to Coleman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Yes, them a look